change people's minds on just how they view Black people in Canada.
Viola Desmond was a successful businesswoman from Halifax, Nova Scotia. She was thrown in jail for not paying 1 cent of tax.
That beam represents the front of the balcony where they would have wanted Viola Desmond to sit.
There were a lot of people, particularly in the Black community, that were mad because she disrupted the peace. And a lot of times Black people, they just try to live their lives nice and quietly and carefully so they wouldn't get a lot of the dissension and stuff that racism brings.
In the United States, they have made heroes of those who took a stand against the injustice of racism. In Canada, they're all but forgotten. Marie-Joseph Angelique, a slave from Montreal. They think they have won now that they send me to my death. Rose Fortune, the first policewoman in North America. Our help is needed now, so listen.
Oh, it's about 20 years ago that I was actually out here in Nova Scotia doing my research originally. In the Black Cultural Center here in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, is where I had to come to find out anything about Rose Fortune, because there's nothing about her written in any books. And really at the time there was nothing written about Viola Desmond either. It was from here that I was directed to meet her sister Wanda Robson. It was just somebody that came in here out of the blue.
What was I doing?
Well, you told me all about your sister.
When I took the stand, I tried to explain that I had offered to pay the difference in ticket price, but they just refused to accept it.
What this performance triggers every place it goes, having those stories be part of your everyday life. But it's because people have done that deep archival work that those narratives become public and become really important documents for all of Canadian culture.
Viola Desmond is a sort of a symbol, of course, of civil rights, and she really opens up for the first time the history that we have really, until very recently, simply not taught.
The belief in her was education.
I want to say to people, don't disappoint her.
I feel like I'm sitting next to Viola. Oh, you are.
I was born a slave in Bucktown, Maryland, in 1820. What you need to be educated about is how this society will still enslave you if you aren't knowledgeable about it.
I love your song. Thank you very much.
Grade 5, that's when I first read about Harriet Tubman. She's been my personal hero for so many reasons. I mean, you guys have studied her, you know why. She's like a phenomenal woman. Who would have thought that 20 years ago I would have been so on the money with the women I chose to perform?